I'm Amber Kostiw, and I have the opportunity to interview for the No Nonsense Network. I'm getting the chance to sit down with Bill Kostiw right now, no relation. And so Bill, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're looking for with County Council.
Well, I'm a conservative, and I guess I'm probably a little more on the right than I am on the left. And I'm looking to, with my experience in municipal government, 25 years, I think I can help this council move forward. And I think the big issue is that we got to collaborate with our neighbors.
Right. What does that look like to you?
Well, it's a challenge. There's no doubt about it. And this whole community, Westlock County, the town of Westlock, have probably the highest mill rates and the highest assessments of all of Alberta. Mm-hmm. And that's what makes it a challenge to bring investment here.
Right. So that kind of leads into the first question here. What do you see as top priorities for our town right now? And how do you plan to address those issues?
Well, the top priority is certainly infrastructure, repairing and upgrading Highway 18, Highway 44, some beautification on those medians. That's really, but really it's a safety issue too, so that needs to be developed. The second thing is we certainly got to work to strive to get our assessment and our tax base up. I mean, if you get the tax base up, then we don't have to raise taxes so much. So it's a crucial matter. Mm-hmm. We need to hold the line on taxes and increase the assessment. That's the bottom line.
Right. And so moving into the next one here, where do you think the line should be drawn between local autonomy and global cooperation? Some residents we know are concerned about international organizations like the United Nations influencing municipal policy with values that aren't really shared by our average farmer or worker. So where do you see that integration happening?
Well, that would take volumes to answer the question, but certainly we need to work through our local governments, through the associations we belong to, and to the community groups, and push forward there. We need to be, in my mind, we need to keep Alberta in Canada, and we need to make sure that we get our share of the money. And the global issue is certainly important to us, but it's beyond the mandate of local council. But through our associations, we can influence that. And I think we need to make sure that we keep our countries democratic. I don't want to be a dictator under Putin or Trump for that matter.
Right. And last year, our town held a petition and bylaw vote regarding the display of flags and crosswalk markings on municipal property. How did you view that process, and what are your thoughts on the outcome?
Well, the outcome in my mind was the right way to go. Councils should not get involved in nonsense and those kind of things. We spend way too much money on that and not enough money going and getting the infrastructure money. Mm-hmm. We need to do a better job of governance instead of fooling around with those kind of things. I mean, individual rights are important, but they don't supersede the rights of the majority of people. And that's kind of been the issue. And it is a worrisome issue for me, and I didn't really realize how badly or how divided the community is. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody's got a right to speak their mind, but they really shouldn't force their personal issues on the majority.
Right, and on levels of government.
On levels of government, yes. Mm-hmm. And municipal governments don't really have authority to deal with a lot of that. That's health and welfare is a provincial and federal thing.
Right. And there's been growing discussion in Alberta about feelings of isolation, distrust towards other levels of government. You sort of mentioned that you believe we should stay in Canada. While municipal councils don't set provincial or federal policy, how do you envision our town's future relationship with both the province and Ottawa?
Well, I think we need to be very proactive through our associations to deal with those, because our whole lifeline is through grants and programs from federal and provincial governments. So we really need to, personally, I think the media is our worst enemy. They screw things around and we don't know what the truth is and what the truth isn't anymore. So we've got to do our own homework. In my career, I always had a great relationship with both levels of government, the federal and provincial. And that's crucial for municipalities to survive. We're very limited because of the Municipal Government Act and what we could do. Mm-hmm. And individual councillors don't have the authority to go to the bathroom by themselves. They got to get permission. So it's a struggle.
Right. And finally, what is your view on how Alberta can balance environmental concerns with energy development and with taking care of the planet without, let's say, banning all gas-powered cars?
Well, balancing the environmental concerns are certainly important, and I think we can make a good job of that. We've got to keep continuing with natural resource development, but we can do it in a better way. I think we can use a lot more CO2 to pump underground and reheat some of the existing old oil fields and recover a lot more oil than we do have to do by tar sands. So certainly it's a huge challenge, and careful planning and working on government structures and government relations and regulations, we can find an acceptable balance. We have to.
We do. That's great. And before we close out here, do you have any words of encouragement for voters before they head to the polls?
Absolutely. This is a fantastic community. We've got lots of amazing people here. We can build on that. And people should get out and vote, and vote your conscience. I mean, vote for whatever you think is good for the whole community. Mm-hmm. So I certainly encourage people to get out and vote. If they don't vote for me, vote for whoever you think is going to do a good job.
Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Bill. It was great getting the chance to meet you.
My pleasure.
And that was Bill Kostiw.